sort of the same, but now we have x to the third instead of x to the second. My table's going to be the same table I did before. I'm still going to use 2, 1, 0, -1, and -2. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 2 to the third power. 2 to the third, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Half of 8, going to give me 4, right? Then I'm going to do my 1/2 times 1 cubed. Well, 1 to the third power, 1 to any power always stays 1. And 1 times the 1/2 in front stays 1/2 then. Then I'm going to do my 1/2 times my 0 cubed. Well, 0 to any power stays 0. And 0 times 1/2 is still 0. Then I'm going to do my 1/2 times my -1 cubed. When I cube a -1, -1 times -1 times -1, it's going to stay negative because it's to the third power. So -1 times a positive 1/2 is going to be a -1/2. And then I'm going to do 1/2 times my -2 cubed. Again, when I cube a -2, since it's 3 times, I'm going to have an odd number of negative signs. It's going to stay negative. -2 cubed is -8. Half of a -8 is -4. So you'll notice on a cubic function that these answers are opposites of each other. Up here I have a +4 and down here I have a -4. Up here I have a +1/2 and down here I have a -1/2. They end up being opposites. So when I plot those, 2, 4, 1 goes up 1/2, 0, 0's right in the middle, -1 goes down to -1/2, and -2 goes down to -4. So what your graph is going to look like when you connect the dots is this one's going to come from the bottom, it's going to have that little curve in the middle, and then it's going to shoot up to the top and it's going to look something like that. So for a cubic function, it's going to either start on the bottom, have a curve and go up, or it's going to start on the top, have a curve and go down. So, number 8, I'm going to have 2, 1, 0, -1, and -2. So if I do -11/8 times 2 cubed, I'm going to get so 2 cubed is going to give me 8, right? The 8's are going to cancel, so I'm going to get the -11 on top. So with 2, I got -11. If I do -1 cubed, I'm going to get the -11/8, right? You have to use the plot point tool on that one. But 1 cubed just stays 1, and 1 times -11/8, still -11/8. If I do -11/8 times 0 cubed, is 0. 0 times anything, still 0. -11/8 times my -1 cubed. Ends up being +11/8 because I'm going to have a negative times a negative, going to change it to a positive. And then +11, exactly. So again, on some of these, you'll have to use the plot point tool. We'll just estimate where they're at. -11/8 is just a little bit above -1 or below -1. So 2 and -11. My graph isn't that long. I'm going to just estimate where it is. You'll probably have a better graph. I just copied the same graph. I'll put it way down there. 1 and -11/8 would be just a little bit below that first line. 0, 0. Then -1 goes to +11/8, so just above that line. And -2 is going to go up to 11, which doesn't quite fit on this graph, but will fit on the ones on Alex. And so my graph, if I could draw straight, looks something sort of like that. Got that on there? And you'll just hit the graph button and it'll connect the dots for you. All right. So again, we're graphing a cubic function. It doesn't have any shifts. So we're going to use the same points, 2, 1, 0, -1, and -2. And just plug those in for our x's. So if I take -3/4 times 2 cubed, okay. We're on homework day 19, which should be the last one in your packet for chapter 2. -6, yep. -3/4 times 1 cubed. Is -3/4, right? It's going to stay negative because you're going to have a positive times a negative, so it's going to be -3/4. -3/4 times 0 cubed is 0. -3/4 times -1 cubed. +3/4. And -3/4 times -2 cubed. +6. So 2 -6, 2 over down 6. 1 and -3/4 would be partway down right before that line. Again, the plot point tool will put it exactly where it should go. 0, 0 is right in the middle. -1 and a +3/4, and then -2, +6. So we're going to have here a little curve in the middle, shoot down to the bottom. So my graph looks something sort of like that. All right. Then switching topics, but still in this